All right, it's kind of cold in here, so I needed to put some covers on me. So, this is Lucifer here speaking, the King of Hell, the High Evolutionary, also known as Kang the Conqueror. I went by many names throughout my life: Odin, Loki, Old One Eye, the Wanderer, the gentleman Wanderer, and all kinds of things. I'm here specifically to talk about a specific movie created by, brought to us by Shudder, um, called Late Night with the Devil. And I'm quite disappointed by this movie. Very disappointed. There was a lot of energies. There's a lot of energies in that movie. There's an energy exuding from that movie that I do not appreciate. And it has something to do with pedophilia. There's a lot of there's a strong pedophilia presence in that movie, and I hate it. Um, I hate it mostly because it comes from Shudder. And I'm not saying Shudder have great movies or something like that, but they do tend to surprise from time to time. I there are a couple movies that I was kind of like, okay, this isn't too bad, this isn't too shabby, including VHS. So I was surprised that that group that decided to have an eclectic type of movie like VHS having this late night pile of flaming garbage of a movie associated to them. But hey, everybody needs a paycheck. But at this point, I don't think it has anything to do with paychecks. Because I don't know. Like, it's easy for people to say, "Oh, well, it's all for the money," but there's a lot of things that you can do for money apart from involving yourself with child trafficking organization. There's a lot of things. You can bake cookies. You could bake pies. You can do a hot dog and corn event at your local nature park. You can do a fundraiser. You can do a little shindig. You can throw a party. You can have a wine tasting event. You could sell a bunch of shit. You could. There's a lot of things that you could do. You could mortgage your house. You could sell your car. You can sell many cars. You could get a job. There's a lot of things that you could do. A lot of things. So I don't think it's just for the money. It's not just for the money. Because if it was just for the money, you'd be doing something else. You wouldn't be doing that. So I'm very disappointed. I thought the movie was going to be better than it was. It has some cool things in there that are like Shudder-esque. There's Shudder energy involved in the movie, but there's also pedophilia involved in the movie. There's pedophilia energy involved in the movie. I use my third eye when I watch things. And if you don't have your third eye open, you can just pay attention to the gesticular of the actors in the movie. Their bodies are telling another story. Their bodies are telling us another story. So this is for people that are not very spiritual, that would not understand why I don't like the movie in other cases. But they might be smart enough to notice nervous tics, specific change of directions, body language, certain demeanors, face changings, twitchings, eye movements. Some people understand those things. Some people can see quite clearly looking at those things specifically, more than someone saying, "Oh, use your third eye." To me, it was gross because I can feel things, you know. So I can so, you know, that's the thing about using your third eye. You know, it's kind of like it's like you're feeling things. It's not very fun. It's not very fun, but it's educational too, because you can see things. Using your third eye gives you more information than just body language. But a person that can read body language could actually come up with the same result that I have using my third eye. Because I use both, because I don't just trust my third eye. I try to stay grounded into this illusion as much as I can to not seem too far off the deep end. So I try to synchronize my intuition, my sixth sense, with physical attributes, noticeable physical attributes, and try to figure out if I'm tweaking or not. I don't think I was. I'm usually not wrong about these things. It would seem like some of the actors in the movie were acting like they were uncomfortable, which they probably were, or it was on purpose to test out people. I don't know why they keep running these tests, if they are tests. I don't think anybody's gonna react. I don't know what the fuck these guys are weighing on. Nobody's gonna react. Everybody has their head in the sand. No one's gonna react. Or maybe they want us to react just to get us riled up, get us to go to war with each other, or something along those lines. But it is weird. It's like that episode of The Boys where one of the actors is tapping SOS on a children's book. Nobody reacted. A lot of people like The Boys. And I severely doubt that I'm the only person in the universe that notices that he was tapping SOS. It was on purpose. But for what purpose? I wonder. So I gaze. Because I'm a beholder and nothing escapes my sight. Nevertheless, this is not about me. Late Night with the Devil. Script. Okay. It's an okay script. With okay actors. But the other problem here is there's two problems. There's the pedophilia thing in there. And also the propaganda. This devil, demon propaganda thing. It is. It's propaganda. It's and I'm getting a little bit sick of it. I'm getting a bit sick of it. I mean, it's fine. You know, it's fine, but it's just the way. It's not the way. It's the why. Right? The way they did it is fine. I love those kind of fucking things. I like horror movies, man. I like one of my favorite horror movies was what's the name? Tales from the Crypt. It was a story from Tales from the Crypt. It's a story from Tales from the Crypt, and there's a demon hunter, and the devil is trying to get at this guy because he's like a descendant of the blood of Christ. He's descendant of the blood of Christ. Yes, I said it. He has like fucking Dragon Balls tattooed on his fucking hands, and he has to catch them all. He has to catch all the Dragon Balls and some shit like that. I don't fucking know. I don't remember. But it's a good movie. I like that movie. It was awesome. It was Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett was in there. Billy Zane. It was one of my favorite horror movies. I think it was awesome. I think it was badass. The horror was intense. I watched that movie. It's from a long time ago. So I watched that movie when I was a kid. So the horror was even more palpable. And it's a very good movie. It's a very good horror movie. So it's not the how, it's the why. I like The Exorcist too. I think The Exorcist was fucking awesome. I still think The Exorcist is fucking awesome. It's still awesome. It is awesome. The Exorcist, the shit, man. The first one is the fucking shit, dude. Yeah, so it's not the how, it's the why, right? And I'm like, okay, there's you're already punching, you're already badgering me with pedophilia, and now you involve Satan in there somewhere. And it feels insulting, because I don't know what that means. I don't know what they're trying to say. I don't know what they're implying. I don't know what that means. I mean, the little girl's like tormented by a spirit of some sort. She's possessed by a demon, and the demon proceeds to kill everyone. I'm not. I feel like the devil I know is a little bit more scarier than that. And you know, sometimes, you know, the thing is, sometimes it's not about what you say, it's more about like how you say it. Like Clawneck, for instance. Clawneck, for instance, he's a very good demon, very respectable demon, very respectful, very respectful demon, very respected demon, and yet his presence is immense and unsettling. He came to me without uttering a word, in the form of a humanoid dragon with black scales. He didn't have to say anything. He didn't have to do anything. He doesn't need to do anything at all. He sits there, he looks at you with the biggest smile on his face. And yet, he doesn't hurt you, doesn't touch you, but he sits there just looking at you with the biggest smile on his face. And it makes you uncomfortable. And you don't have a choice to talk to him because you fucking invoked him, so you don't have a choice to talk to him. So he just sits there and smile. And there's nothing wrong. I mean, he's not doing anything wrong. It's just, you know, but it's just, it's unsettling. It's disturbing. Which I do appreciate. That's exactly how I want them to look. I don't want them to look weak. And when you associate things to child trafficking, child abuse, that makes us look weak. And I feel like these organizations tend to try to associate themselves with us, but they're not with us. And they cannot say that they are with us because there would be some severe repercussions and consequences for uttering such words. Unless you're Doja Cat, which is different. Kind of. I think Doja Cat made a great sacrifice. She's just an artist. She's an artist. She's an artist that wanted the whole world to see her art. I think her sacrifice is justified. The only person that she hurt was herself. Can't really blame you for doing that. Can't really judge you either. It's not what I would do. I get it though. Now, in the case of Shudder and Late Night with the Propaganda Devil, that sacrifice is less understandable. They're good producers. Fine. You don't have to sell out like that, though. Go see a major motion picture company. That's just fucking weird. Because you have to understand they got a big name actor in the movie. And that's why everybody was interested. That's how it got any traction, allegedly. The only thing is, if they had any business acumens, they would have fell back on VHS. It would have made a big deal out of VHS. They would have put a lot of fucking, exposure on VHS while their next movie was being filmed. Create a buzz, create a feed, create a buzz, get some exposure. VHS is fine. It's a great movie. It already passed the test. All you have to do is force feed us VHS content all the fucking time. But in the meantime, what you're really trying to do is get exposure not for VHS, but for Shudder. So like then when your next movie comes out, which is gonna be soon, you don't have to get no child trafficking content in your fucking movie. But that's just me, I guess. So, Late Night with the Devil get a big old 3 out of 5. 3 out of 10. 2 out of 5. I don't want to give it a 10. I don't want to judge movies on 10 scales. So I give it a big old 2 out of 5. A 1 out of 5. The only reason why I'm giving it a 1 out, well, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5 because some of the acting in the movie was okay, and especially the Van Helsing character that was in there, I totally saw that coming. He's my favorite character in the movie. And what else? What other reasons does it deserve a 1 out of 5? The CGI was okay. I mean, the special effects was okay. It wasn't that fantastic, but it was okay. It was fine. It was fine. So a big old 1 out of 5, and that's the best I can do. And that's the only thing you deserve. You probably deserve a 0 out of 5, but I'm gonna try and stay realistic here and give you a 1 out of 5, which is more than what you deserve. Have a good one. If you want to watch Late Night with the Devil, you're welcome to do so. Come back here and talk to me about it. Tell me if you felt the same fucking things you felt, if you do have your third eye open, so we can throw up together. I have my doggy bag ready. I feel like throwing up right now just thinking about it. Or if you don't have your third eye open, but you are intelligent enough to understand imagery, symmetry, gesticulation, things of that matter, backdrop, read between the line content, well, you're welcome to come share your experience and your point of view with us. So with that said, have a good one. My name is Lucifer. Don't forget to subscribe to my freaking channel, and have a good one. Peace out.